Now, back to Carlene Carter and her Circle of Song.
Well, I was thinking last night about the first time that I met Rodney Crowell. I'm going to have to do a whole lot of name dropping to get this story across, but hey, what's a little dropping amongst friends? I was invited by my pal, Tracy Nelson, to drop in on a Guy Clark session, and there were going to be a whole lot of interesting people there to hang out with. And as it turned out, that night I met a lot of people who over the years influenced me, inspired me, encouraged, and befriended me. There was Guy and Susanna Clark, Karen Brooks, various Nashville characters, and Rodney Crowell. See, I'd been kind of curious about this Rodney dude for a while from the Emmylou records that I listened to. They were never off my turntable. I could just about pick out his voice and tell if it was him singing or if he wrote the song without even looking at the credits. I suppose I was what you might call a Crowellite. And right in the middle of all this creativity that was flying around there in the studio was Rodney Crowell. We said hi, and all I could think about was how I could crawl up in that head of his and find out how he wrote all those beautiful songs. I mean, surely he couldn't have had his heart broken that many times, being as young as he was. This was back in 1976, and a lot of water has passed under our bridges since then. How could I possibly explain in this small hiccup of time our connection within this circle of life and music? We'd need an epically proportioned, sweeping saga, hilariously tragic, hair-raising, crowd-pleasing, star-studded 24-hour network devoted solely to the adventures of young Rod and Carlene on their joyous journey to the here and now, where today we are growing old gracefully, still trendsetters way ahead of our time, reformed outlaws, ex-in-laws, standing on our heads every chance we get, a professional poet seeking a cartwheeling character like me, finally comfortable with most things that most people aren't, just a couple of songwriting fools and still very much friends. So now that you know how long a proper introduction of Rodney Crowell would take, let's just cut to the chase. I'll stop confusing myself and all of y'all with all the possible ways that I could say, ladies and gentlemen, please give a heartwarming welcome to my friend, Rodney Crowell.
Thank you very much, Carlene. You know, I'm very comfortable on this stage with this band. I've worked with all of these musicians before. We got Hawk over on the piano, and we're thankful to Al Cooper for letting us have Ben Tinch on the organ today. Got Al Anderson on guitar, and way back in California a while back, I used to play at a club called the Sweetwater with under the guise of Rodney and Albert. Here's my dear friend Albert Lee. We're going to do an old Everly Brothers tune for you.
Town. I ain't seen you around. I feel a brand new heartache coming on. It happened once before when a guy moved in next door. I feel a brand new heartache coming on. Why trust in you, dear? Why do you try to make me blue the way you do? You said we'd have a date, but you're 3 hours late. I feel a brand new heartache coming on. All right. Try to make me blue the way you do. You said we'd have a ball, but you never showed at all. I feel a brand new heartache coming on. I feel a brand new heartache coming on.
Coming up, Emmylou Harris, Hal Ketchum,